You've probably heard of GPS, right? I mean, you use it pretty much every single day. But have you heard of VPS? This is the tech that's going to let robots, drones, and yeah, even your future AR glasses see and navigate our world with just pinpoint accuracy. So, how does it work? And why is it about to change literally everything? Let's get into it.
You know that feeling? We've all been there. You pop out of a subway station, you're looking at your phone, totally sure you're heading north, but that little blue dot is just drifting around, sometimes in the complete opposite direction. It's a universal frustration. And well, it turns out there's a really good reason why that happens. Okay, so to really get why that blue dot goes rogue, we first need to pull back the curtain on the incredible system that puts it there in the first place. Let's talk about the Global Positioning System and its limits. At its heart, GPS is this massive constellation of about 30 satellites, all circling high above the Earth. And your phone, or any GPS device, is constantly looking up, just listening for these super faint, super precise signals that they broadcast down to us. You know, it's a remarkably elegant system when you think about it. Your phone just needs a clear line of sight to at least 4 of these satellites. Each one is beaming down a signal with an incredibly precise timestamp. And by calculating the tiny differences in when each of those signals arrives, your phone can triangulate its position on the globe. It's an amazing feat of engineering, but it has one crucial weakness. So here's the catch. GPS works great when you're in an open field with a perfectly clear view of the sky. But the second you step into a downtown canyon of skyscrapers, things get weird. Those satellite signals start bouncing off tall buildings before they hit your phone. This is called multipath error, and it basically confuses the heck out of your device, causing that blue dot to just drift all over the place. And look, this isn't just about your map being a little off. For future tech like augmented reality, it's a total deal breaker. The real problem is something called rotational error. Basically, it's the error in knowing which direction you're facing. With GPS, this can be off by as much as 30 degrees. So in an AR world, the label for a building isn't on the building. No, it's floating in the sky 5 blocks away. The illusion is instantly broken. So the takeaway here is that GPS gets you in the ballpark, within a few meters, which is totally fine for driving directions. But for precision tasks like robotics or AR or for any use indoors, forget it. It's a non-starter. We need something better. And thankfully, that something better is already here. It's called VPS, or the Visual Positioning System, and it's a fundamental shift in thinking. Instead of just listening for signals from the sky, VPS uses its eyes. The concept behind it is actually pretty brilliant. First, a super detailed 3D model of a place is created. Then, a device, like your phone or a robot, just captures images of what's around it. By matching those live images against that 3D model, it can figure out its exact position and orientation. It's not just listening anymore, it's seeing. And when you put them side by side, the difference is just staggering. I mean, it's not even a fair fight. GPS listens for satellites and gives you meter-level accuracy. VPS, by matching what its camera sees to a 3D map, gets you down to centimetre-level accuracy. This is the leap from knowing roughly where the building is to knowing exactly which doorknob you're standing in front of. Okay, remember that rotational error we talked about? The error in knowing which way you're facing? With GPS, that can be up to 30 degrees. That is a huge margin of error. It's exactly why your map app so often thinks you're walking the wrong way. Now, look at this. With VPS, that same rotational error drops to less than 2 degrees. That isn't just an improvement. It's an incredible, game-changing jump in precision. It changes everything. So, what does this newfound precision actually let us do? I mean, what does it unlock? This is where we start to see how having a 3D understanding of the world leads to some truly futuristic stuff. This is where it gets really exciting. With GPS, a delivery robot roughly knows which house to go to. With VPS, it knows exactly where the front door is. A sidewalk robot can tell the difference between the street and the sidewalk, which, is kind of important. And a drone can navigate in a place where GPS is being actively blocked, using nothing but its camera. But it's not just for robots and drones. Maybe the biggest shift is how we are going to interact with the world. Imagine leaving a digital sticky note on a real-world object for a friend, or having a shared AR experience where everyone sees the same digital objects in the exact same physical spots. Like one expert put it, you're no longer just dropping pins on a 2D map. You're dropping 3D annotations in 3D space. And what's really cool about this?
It's not just some secret technology that's locked away in the labs of giants like Google or Apple. There's this whole wave of startups like Multiset AI that are building the tools to let anyone create and use these super high-fidelity 3D maps. They're really democratizing this powerful new capability. But here's the thing. As incredible as VPS is, it's actually just one piece of an even bigger puzzle. Because knowing where you are with this incredible precision, that's the foundation. The truly revolutionary next step is knowing what you're looking at.
Yeah, the real magic, the true future of all this technology, happens when you combine this powerful visual positioning with an AI that can actually understand the world it's seeing.
This combination is called spatial intelligence. It's the difference between a robot knowing it's at a specific coordinate and a robot knowing it's standing in front of a coffee machine, next to a chair, inside a kitchen. It adds context. It adds understanding to a location. And that leaves us with the big, defining question for the next era of technology. VPS gives machines the power to know precisely where they are. But what happens when AI also gives them the power to understand what they are seeing? That is the moment our physical and digital worlds truly begin to merge.